What's this I see? What's this I see? Tony Robbins, 6'6", worth a $500 million, standing up on a stage, and the woman's looking up adoringly at this big man. What's this I see? Getting away has a big flexible leash, and getting paid to talk shit. What's this I see? And then a short, small man like me, 5 feet 3 inches of man, a little man. I have a tight, rigid, brittle leash on whatever I can say and do. I'm not credible, I'm not respected. Our topic today, what makes the difference? You cannot do anything. The world's a cold, hard, lonely place if you don't have the practical self-confidence to back up every move you make socially. It's not a place for socially naive, gullible, simple, practically stupid individuals. Take a look at Mr. Robbins. This is a master marketer, a master showman, master bullshitter. That's right. That's right. Shoveling. Simple truisms, simple practical truisms. In San Diego, there was another San Diego asshole, a local stiff. You see, he was a hypnotist. And he walked around on stage, and you paid to hear this. I am a self-made millionaire. Look at me. Now, if you want to learn how to become a millionaire, be my guest. We teach under hypnosis. How would you like to have 10 hours of refreshing sleep and learn how to be a millionaire? Carnegie, not Dale Carnegie. Carnegie, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill is what I'm talking about, not Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, another bullshitter, how to win friends and influence people. I'm here to tell you it's a cold, hard, practical MFer out there. Dog eat dog, winner take all. But sometimes you have to be street smart and street tough and compromise and accept a weakened version of what you want. You start off with 100% of what you want. Then you look at yourself and ask yourself, where am I vulnerable? You do a self-assessment. You start off with 100% of what you want. If you get 10% of that 100%, it's more than what you had before. Now listen to this very carefully. Tony Robbins, he's 6'6". I'm 5'3". If shrink Tony Robbins down to my height, getting up on stage and talking all that bullshit. It's time to get down in the gutter. Get down on the floor and talk some street gutter reality. Went to a meeting. Dr. Kravitz, a hypnotist. We sat in the back. The MC who was introducing the good doctor say, we hear some bizarre music playing, some hypnotic music, all right? and says to the audience, prepare yourselves, get ready. I sense him, I feel his presence. Yes, it's true, the doctor's amongst us. In just 1 minute, Dr. Kravitz will make his entrance. The good doctor will make his entrance. Well, in walks this doctor. The music's playing, and then the MC says, right now, turn to the rear, look to the rear, here he comes, get ready. From here on out, it's Dr. Kravitz. In walks this doctor, wearing a toupee and a cummerbund. He's coming up on stage. The first thing he says to the house, any professional in the house tonight, doctors, lawyers, any professional in the house. He looks around at the house very carefully. Once he's established that there is nobody who is professional, who knows more, quote unquote, than he does, then he starts the pitch. And when he finishes, what in the hell am I paying these clowns? Mr. Robbins, the local stiff from San Diego, Dr. Dean, Dr. Kravitz. What am I paying these stiffs to tell me what I already know? What I already know. You got to learn how to fight. You have no rights unless you can fight for them. And I'm talking dog down. I'm talking hard, Jack. I'm a bitter man today. I'm a cynic. And I have a lot of good reason to be so. I'm not going to talk pipe dream. I'm not going to talk castle in the air. I'm going to speak the reality as I see it. There's no free lunches. It's a pay-as-you-go world. Nobody is responsible for your care. You have to carry your own cross. If you drop it, only you and you alone must bend down in your agony, in your individuality, in your alienation, and pick your cross up again and start the march. Period. Anything other than that, everything, I should say, is a footnote to that reality. And a quick running away from the truth of what that reality is. Here's an example. The most important and vital question to ask a 12-year-old boy. Do you date? Do you masturbate? Have you ever felt inferior about your size, your sexual size? How do you know? Have you ever compared? Most important question. At that age, it's vital to kick Pandora's box open and expose the issues. What are the issues? The homosexual issue? And by the way, I want to state here and now, I'm a big supporter of gay rights. Big supporter of feminism. Big supporter. I want to make that very clear. But I'm talking New York style. I'm talking back in the 60s and 50s. I'm talking hard, cold reality. This is the time when the adolescent is very conscious of his appearance, very conscious of girls in public school, high school. I remember when I was a 12-year-old, PS 75 in the Bronx. 12 years old. And one of the bigger boys from the class. Everyone was bigger than me. I was a little twerp. Little sissy. And he said, wait till you find out. And this kid was about 13. Wait till you find out. Wait till it full force hits you like it's hitting me. Our teacher was Mrs. Topel, Miss Topel at that time. And I still remember that, man. I remember the tight skirt. I remember all of it. And as a ugly man, as an ugly little kid, scared of my own shadow, under me mama's apron string, I suppressed that reality. And when the older boy told me the truth, just like Elliot Rodger, it hit me like a Marciano right hand, Mary Jane right in the face, the reality of that. I'm saying this to give my listener an idea of what I'm getting at, what's behind that inquiry, that most important inquiry. It's a well-kept secret. And of course, everybody talks as if Dr. Freud never wrote. Krafft von Ebling never wrote. I'm trying to smash through all the illusion, all the bullshit, all the Pollyanna crap, Victorian era, and Emily Post manners. You can only afford to have manners like a well-cultured gentleman when you have under control, understand, comprehend the practical issues involved in the ramifications of the street reality. Now I'm going further into this analysis. I'm talking about the reality of the hot genital strivings. It's a direct way of putting the reality of chemistry before my listeners' ears and comprehension. Thinking. That takes precedence. So it's always a battle out there in the arena, competing for respect, for attention, for sexual gratification and confirmation from women. A battle between those hot genital strivings, the chemistry, the biological urgencies. And when we're talking about biological urgencies, now we're coming into the environment, which in many cases it's a struggle between that, those biological urgencies, the hot genital strivings, and the environment for precedence. That's where the street smart and street tough come in. And it's 10 times as tough for a man like me, 5 feet 3 inches of little man, competing against a world that is poised, favoring the TDH. You can't do it by being a nice guy. You can't do it by being a good guy. You can't do it with the philosophy, I'm okay, you're okay, you win, I win. Bullshit. TDH takes everything. It's a winner-take-all world. And the compromise is only a token compromise. Think on the reality of that.